To Nest for Code, the place where code nourish. It's a 30 days coding challenge and we are in day 1. Let's discuss the day 1 problem. Calculate restaurant bill. Let's go to the problem statement. We have to write a program which take price of 3 products for the restaurant bill as an input and a tax percentage from the user, and we have to calculate the final amount. We can assume that the price of all the 3 products and the tax percentage will always be positive, like we don't need to handle the negative value cases. We have to handle the decimal values, like it will not be always an integer, it can be a decimal value also for input and output. Okay guys, and the tax amount formula is also given, which is tax percentage divided by 100 into product price. Let's see few input output sample cases also, right? Okay, so like for these input outputs, that's the samples which we use later on for testing our code. Let's move on to the code section and let's start with coding of this problem. If you have tried this problem on your own, add it in the comment section. Okay guys, so generally your problem will be consist of parts. It will be having input, it will be having logic and the output part, right? In the input part, what's given? We will be having 3 product price and the fourth one is the tax percentage. Okay, so let's read all these values from the user. We think price 1 input, enter the price 1, price 2 input, enter the price 2, price 3 input, enter the price 3, right? And we'll be also having a tax percentage as the input, enter the tax percentage. And we know, right, in Python whatever we read it will be in a string form, right? So we have to convert all this to floats, and we are using type conversion as float and not int because we have to handle the decimal values also here. So we'll append this float with all the inputs which is being provided by the user, right? Okay, so our input part is done. Now let's move on to logic. So for all this price, let's calculate the total price. What it would be? It would be the sum of all the price, right? Price 1 plus price 2 and price 3. And now it's come to the tax part, right? For tax, what's the formula which is given? Tax percentage divided by 100 into product price. So we can calculate the tax, total tax for all the products at once also. We don't need to go for each product tax, right? We can just calculate it at once. It will be tax percentage, right, divided by 100, and we'll multiply it with total price, right? So now we got the total price, total tax. We have to calculate the final amount, right? The final amount will be the sum of total price and the total tax, right? So we are done with the logic. We have calculated the final amount. Now it's time for the output part. So we'll show it to the user, right? Final amount, and we'll pass this variable here, right? So now we are done with our coding, right? So this is our input part, this is our logic, and this is the output part. Now let's try out our program and test it across the test cases, which is very important. We should always test our code with the given input set so we can try out some test cases on our own also. Let's go with the first test case which is given for price 70, 20, 10. So prices are 70, 20, 10. What would be the tax percentage? It's 18. The expected output is 118.0. The expected output given was 118, and for us it's coming as 118.0. It's absolutely fine because we are handling the decimal values. Now let's try our program for the input test case 2. What is it? We will be having a price 10, 5, 5. It will be 10, 5, 5. What is the tax percentage? It's 14.5. And what is the expected output? 22.9. So our output is matching with the given sample. So let's go with the Third test case. What is the given price? 15.5, 4.5, 30. 15.5, 4.5, 30. Right? What is the tax percentage? 5. Our output is coming as 52.5. Let's match it. Yeah, it's correct. So our third test case also passed. Let's go with the fourth test case. What is the price? 20, 75, 5. 20, 75, 5. What is the tax percentage? It's 10. Our output is coming as 110.0. Here it's 110. It's fine because we are handling the decimal values. Okay guys, so let's try out one more way, like because here we are using say 3 variables. Let's try to do it and reduce the number of variables. Our code is absolutely fine right now also, but yeah, we can try to do more around the part, right? Yes. So what we'll do, in place of total price, we can use this directly, right? Here we can just put the sum of the price directly. We need to be careful with these brackets because of the operator precedence, because if we remove these brackets, multiplication have precedence over plus, so it will not work as expected. So we'll use this brackets also here, and this part also will replace with the price part. And here we don't need to use any brackets because here it's also a sum operator, here it's also a sum operator, so we can reduce this variable. Now things come in, like in place of total tax we can also put in this directly, right? So we'll replace this with the total tax directly, right? And this is our final amount, right? So you can see, right, using this also we can do the same program in one line, but it's fine if you're doing it with multiple variables, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, this is also a one way to achieve this, right? And we can try, let's try with the last test case once again. And like once you are making any change, you should actually try your code with all the test cases. And guys, add your code, like try out this problem, add your code in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more such problems.